The other day I was at Pop's Po' Boy, one of my favorite lunch places downtown, and I was walking back to my car and I turned the corner and there's a new mural. And I was just surprised. At first I was like, okay, well, this is really nice. And then I remember going to, I went to the board meeting and we started talking about the mural program that you guys are working with now, which I think is so freaking cool to have a downtown that actually is placing art on every little corner. And it's like a really nice, fresh surprise when you see a nice mural in your downtown.
We have a really great history of art in downtown Lafayette. It's been a place where artists come to gather, where people come to see art, experience art, fall in love with art. I think back to my entire life, I've seen the Robert Dafford murals down here. Some of them are larger than life, like the one on the DiMaggio Wright and Roy building. The beautiful postcard mural on the Marley's wall. And
did he do the one on Dwyer's, or they just?
Yeah, that's a Robert Dafford as well.
Too, yeah.
He's got a number all over downtown Lafayette. And so we started thinking about how do we capitalize on that history and make sure that we capture this moment in downtown Lafayette's history and create something that, your kids can take their kids to and say, this art was installed when I was a kid.
Right.
And so art around every corner is something that we've been talking a lot about because we want people to come downtown and be like, what can I see next?
Yeah.
What's gonna be around that next corner? And so you mentioned the Hannah Gumbo mural on the Pops wall, which has been really popular in the last year. And it was actually something that families could come out and do safely outdoors when we couldn't have large events.
Right.
We saw tons of photos on social media of people just enjoying something beautiful during a really tough time.
So that came out of the pandemic?
Yeah, so
is that decision y'all said, okay, well, let's do something different?
Yeah, we've been talking about public art for a while, and we had put some money in our budget to be able to help facilitate some public-private partnerships when it comes to public art, because we believe that art is economic development. It drives business. It makes downtown an attractive place for people to come. And so we started talking about when it's a little bit quieter because of COVID, let's take some time, work out some of those partnerships, find some cool locations and add some awesome art downtown. And so Hannah Gumbo did the mural at Pops. We worked with Mark Fresh, who has done art all over Louisiana, to do a really cool mural in Parc de Lafayette. And we used the colors from the original City Hall on that mural to try to bring that historical look to Parc de Lafayette. Susan David refreshed a really cool mural that's behind Dwyer's that a lot of people may not know about. It's two angels.
Oh yeah, so Susan did that?
Yeah, so Susan did that.
I love that.
And it's a beautiful piece, and it was fading, and so we worked with her to restore it. We also worked with Anita Begnaud, who's someone who is from the Lafayette area but is going to school elsewhere, and she talked to the Children's Museum about wanting to do a really colorful child height mural on their wall, and they connected her with us. And so she came home during a break for school and worked on a really beautiful mural that has a bunch of different faces. It represents the diversity of our community, and it's really accessible to kids. Kids are always going to the Children's Museum. They can interact with beautiful art as well. And so we took that time during 2020 to say, how can we add that next layer of art downtown? And we've seen some really cool installations that people are super excited about. The DDA is the driving force behind the murals that you saw come up in 2020, because we believe that public art is something that helps businesses be more attractive and helps grow business. And so we have another round of resources in 2021 and are talking to a number of artists and property owners, because you got to have that partnership, right?
Right.
About placing new murals downtown in 2021, so you can expect even more cool art to come.
That's awesome, man. I just love strolling downtown and then running across a new piece of art. It's just so refreshing.
Absolutely.
If you haven't been downtown and you want to come check it out, just take on a nice day, just come on down, park your car in the parking garage and just take a walk. You're gonna find things that even if you grew up in downtown Lafayette that you hadn't seen in a long time. Even if you're working in downtown Lafayette, you may not have seen it if you just take another way back to your car.
Absolutely.